Hey loves, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is SERENAEYITOYO. Thank you so much for liking, for subscribing, for the notification gang. I see you guys and I love you so much. I am so grateful. So in today's video, we'll be talking about praying for your future husband or praying for your future wife. I'm just going to start by saying that when you put the pen of your life in the hand of God to write your love story, you will not be disappointed. Because one thing I've come to realize about this God is that He exceeds our expectations. He answers us exceedingly abundantly above all we could ever ask or think or imagine. That's God for you. When you want to go into a business, you want to go into a school, you want to take a course, you always commit your ways to God's hand. But people find it difficult to pray when it comes to choosing a life partner, when it comes to choosing the right person, or when it comes to praying for your future spouse, which is not good. The originator, the maker, the owner of marriage is God, no other person. He made marriage, okay? So putting your life in the hand of God to write the story of marriage, which He created, is going to help you. It's going to help every one of us. Now, praying for your future husband and praying for your future wife, create a habit of prayer that will continue in marriage. We all know that God uses prayer to change things, to change situations, to change people. And you are far too precious to settle for less than God's best for you. You are far too precious to settle for anything less than what God wants for you. Okay, so praying for that future spouse. I read somewhere where they said, who you marry determines how your life will be. A lot of people fall out of marriage today. I won't say they didn't marry the right person, but seeking for direction, seeking for clarity helps you to make the right choice. I believe it. I know so many of you out there will say marriages are breaking, marriages are not working. Are they not praying? Are there no pastors that are falling out of marriage? Are there no Christians that are having issues in their marriage? But one thing you must know is that if there's anything that is valuable in this life that has an originality or that has an original one, there is always a fake one. What I mean is that there are marriages that are not working. But what about the ones that are working? What about the ones that you see and you envy? What about the ones that are making it? Why do we focus on the things that are not working, forgetting that there are other ones that are also working? So the first thing I'm going to say about praying for your future husband or praying for your future wife is that prayer brings lucidity, prayer brings clarity, prayer brings direction over our purpose for marriage. And you guys know that when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. Okay, so you must know the purpose why you want to get married, and then you must pray along with it. God created Eve for a purpose. He said, come and be the helpmate of Adam. So what is your purpose of getting married? People get married for selfish reasons. They don't know if that is the person that will lead them into the direction of their life where they are supposed to be going. Purpose is the reason for which something is created or for which something exists. So there must be a purpose for a particular thing that you want to do or that you want to achieve in life. If you want to achieve a good man, if you want to achieve a good woman, if you want to achieve a good marriage, you must pray along with that purpose. You don't just jump into marriage, you will jump out. So when you pray, you're making a choice to believe God's promises towards you. Now, my husband told me something. My husband told me that he was praying for his wife, which is me, obviously. And when he met me, the Holy Spirit told him, this is your wife, okay? This is what prayer does. It brings clarity. Now, he also told me something. He said his pastor introduced him to some ladies, okay, for marriage. But my husband didn't succumb to any. Do you know why? Because he said, I didn't succumb because I was praying. I already told God the kind of woman that I wanted to marry. So when he found me, he was sure. He didn't need anybody to convince him. The clarity was there because he has been praying for this thing. Every man wants a good woman. No matter how a man plays, every man wants a good woman. And every woman wants a good man. And every man wants their own wife. See, let me tell you, some people say there is nothing like a soulmate, but the Bible proves it wrong, okay? Eve was Adam's soulmate. Yes. Another thing I'm going to say about prayer is a struggle. Yes. Let's face reality. Struggle is real, okay? Your future husband or your future wife is either struggling from one thing or the other, either struggling in a wrong relationship, struggling with a bad habit, struggling with a financial issue, struggling with family generational causes. Let's not pretend like these things are not real. These things are real. Family generational causes that don't want them to progress, or that don't want them to be married, or that don't want them to move ahead or to find you. Yes, there are things that obstruct people not to find their wife, and there are things that obstruct people not to find their husband. Okay? When you pray, your prayer can do a lot. Even if you don't know the person, even if you have not met them before, God can use your prayer to ease the struggle which they are going through. Don't forget, God already knows the person you're going to get married to. Okay? God already knows the person. That is why when people jump into a wrong marriage, they start calling God at the wrong time. You don't call God in the middle of marriage and start going wrong. But at the beginning, before you jump into that relationship, before you take the next step, before you ask for direction, no matter how much you feel you like the person, you just have to pray about it. Because what you see today might not be what you will see tomorrow. Okay? The people that died in marriages, or the people that had domestic violence, didn't see it coming. They saw the signs, but they ignored it. They didn't want to lose the person from the beginning. But this is what prayer does. It helps you. You don't have to be a prayer expert to pray for your future husband. All you need to do is make a commitment to pray. Make a commitment to hand it over to God. Because when you faithfully commit to something, you will definitely reap the benefits. My husband always says that every prayer today is a seed for tomorrow. Just keep praying. You never know when you will reap the seed. Now, there are so many things that I'm seeing in my life now that I didn't pray about now. I prayed about it a long time ago, and I'm now seeing the manifestation. I'm sorry, our God is not a magician. So you have to pray for your future. Now, even if you're the one struggling with that problem, prayer can ease your struggle, because it is the highest part of solving problems, and it is the highest part of making the right choice. I also struggled before I got married, but prayer helped me. I had a lot of guys on my case that wanted to get married to me. Okay? I don't think this is going to be a story for another day, but I had a lot of people on my plate. And then I had a problem of choice. I didn't know who to choose. Because I wasn't dating at the moment. And you know what? They were all so nice. They were also understanding. Also like doing what I like. So it was very confusing for me. Like, who was I going to choose? They agreed to my terms. I had terms, okay? I know the kind of marriage I wanted. I know the kind of man I wanted. Growing up from an environment where I never saw a good marriage, I already knew the kind of marriage that I wanted. And then I started praying towards that kind of marriage. But when I left school, when it was time for the marriage, I had a lot of guys that I didn't know who to choose. And then I started praying. And then I went to my pastor to tell him that I've been praying about these guys. Look at this one, look at this one. I can't find anything bad about any of them. Mind you, my husband was not in this list. And all my pastor said to me was that God is going to show you who your husband is. As long as you're praying and you're believing him, he will. Guys, and that was it. And then the clarity came. And because the clarity came, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying God's clarity for me. Okay? So this is what it does. It's easy struggle. It brought me from the struggle of having a choice. Like, I'm not making the wrong choice. Okay? Who knows, if I wasn't praying, I would have just picked any of those guys. And maybe by now, I'll be out of marriage. Now, one more reason why you must pray for your future husband or your future spouse is that God uses prayer to change situation, like I said from the beginning. and uses prayer to change us. I don't know how many of you have seen that movie, War Room. Now, the elderly woman, Karen, teaches the younger woman, Priscilla Sherrill, which is one of my role model. Oh my God, I love her so much. If you don't already know, she teaches the younger woman how to pray for her husband and also how to pray for herself. And through her prayer, God changed her heart to be a kind wife, to be the kind of wife that the husband wanted. God used her prayer to destroy the temptation that her husband almost fell into when he was seduced in his office by his colleague. I know so many people are going to be saying, but that's a movie. But it relates to the life that we are living. We see a lot of things going on. We see a lot of women that don't want to build a home. They don't want to build from the scratch. They just want a ready-made man. They just want someone's own. They just want a man that is out there. But it doesn't work that way. Marriage is not like that. Now that prayer made her a changed person. Even her kid started changing, becoming better, started praying for the family. So I'm not here to give a review of that movie, but I'm going to say that that movie taught me a lot, okay? And prayer does wonders. It made me to understand that victories don't come by accident. You must take charge of your territory, and we must learn to map out deliberate prayer strategies to win spiritual battles. Don't forget that the devil, your enemy, prowls around looking for whom to devour. And as long as you're not a child of the devil, you're his enemy. And he hates good things. He hates nice things. He hates where there is peace. He hates a happy home. The devil hates marriage. So that is why you must do marriage the God way, which is praying for your future husband and praying for your future wife so you can get the best in life. I hope you like this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned one or two from this video. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video with others so they can learn as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate you. God bless you and stay very beautiful. Bye.